Hi, my name is Eddie Freeman, and I want to thank you for taking time to listen to this information. Chances are you got a phone call from a friend, a relative, or maybe a business associate asking you to take a look at what they felt was the strongest business model they've ever seen. You're not going to be sorry. As you sit here with an open mind and just kind of watch as we put the pieces of this puzzle together for you, I'm convinced you're going to see that our company has given us the greatest chance we'll ever have to create health, wealth, and time freedom. I think what you'll learn to appreciate the most, though, is that everything is based on sound business principles, it's based on logic, and it's based on common sense. As a matter of fact, the name of our company is Common Sense. Now, when I'm assessing a business, there are five key components that need to converge. Number one, you need to have the right company. You need to have the right type of products, a huge and growing marketplace for those products, a compelling timing story, and a compensation product situation that will allow you to work this with no experience on a part-time basis, yet make full-time residual income. Well, the first thing I want to talk to you about tonight is the company. And when I'm assessing a company, the first thing I want to look at is who are the owners? Do they know what they're doing? Well, let's start with Richard and Carol O'Brien. They've been involved in this industry now for many, many years, risen to the top of every company that they've been with. On the right-hand side of your screen is my friend of 13 years, Joe Melling. And once again, same is true. Every company he's been with, he's risen to the top. But in all the companies they've been with, they never really saw what they felt was the perfect situation. And so they decided to join forces, create a company, buy distributors for distributors with everything that they would ever want in a company. And let me tell you some of the things that have happened here. Number one, they've been profitable from day one. Well, how can that be? Well, because they have decided to have the lowest overhead they could conceivably have. But get this, they've got the most expensively made products. They make the least amount of money on them, but they want great products at a low price so that they then can make sure that we, the distributors, make money. They start with the highest ingredients. Then what they've done is they packaged everything in single serving powdered form. So it's easy to sample, easy to ship. As a matter of fact, they even have free shipping. Uh, they have it's funny because when you're in the industry, you always have an expensive auto ship. In our company, if you just buy one product, and most of our products start at $49 for a month supply, if you buy one product, you can literally rise to the top of this compensation plan. I'm convinced we've got the right company, but you still need to have the right products. So what type of products do you need? Well, number one, I believe it's important to have consumable products. And why is that? Because every month people will buy a product, consume it, and if they like it next month, they need to buy it again, which for you creates residual income. The next thing you need are products that are visual. And the reason for that is simple. Very few of us can sell, but everybody can share. And you see, when you knock 20 pounds off of a person's frame, that's visual. People walk up to you and say, "Oh my gosh, Gary, how did you lose all that weight?" It does not take a salesperson to say, the only thing I've done is switch to a Java Sense coffee and replace one meal a day with a simply sensible shake. Likewise, you need products that are emotional. And I mean, let's face it, weight loss is emotional. When you help people get rid of chronic pain, that's emotional. When you help kids with ADHD and they've been suffering for years and they no longer have it, that's emotional. You want to tell the world. It doesn't take a salesperson. And then, of course, you need products that are unique, that you can't get anywhere else. Folks, this is what we have. And the first product I want to talk to you about is coffee. Now, I got to tell you, I've never been a big time coffee drinker. So why am I so excited about coffee? Well, 2 out of 3 people in the United States drink coffee on a daily basis. The average person drinks over 3 cups a year. Do you know that last year there was $18 billion worth of sales in coffee? If a company captured 1% of that, they're doing $180 million a year. And quite frankly, with our payout, 90 million would be paid out to the force. Do you know the number one selling product in McDonald's last year? I'm going to give you a hint. It wasn't burgers. It wasn't fries. It was coffee. Now, what makes our Java Sense coffee unique? Well, it is a delicious, healthy weight loss coffee, but it does more than that. Okay. It literally helps you build muscle while you're losing weight. It puts you in a good mood. It suppresses your appetite. And why am I so excited that people are losing weight on this? Well, right now, 2 out of 3 people in the United States are overweight or obese. 50 million people are on a diet right now. 95% will fail to lose it and keep it off. Do you know why? They do something unnatural to lose weight. See, with our coffee, what happens is it suppresses your appetite. And so you can sit down and eat all the food you love. You just can't eat as much. Less food, less calories, less weight. What makes it healthy? We start with 100% Arabica coffee beans. We then couple that with green tea extract and Ganoderma mushroom extract, also known as the reishi mushroom. Very, very healthy. To help you build muscle, we use a combination of alpha GPC, which has been used for decades by bodybuilders and people that exercise for strength and energy, coupled with mucuna extract, which is literally known as a dopamine. Now, to help people lose weight and to suppress their appetite, we've got chromium, we've got carnitine, coleus, choline, and what helps put you in a good mood is the DMAE. These are all in single serving packets. You buy a package of 30 for $59, and if you buy them in quantity, it comes to $1.60 a serving. Instead of spending $5 at Starbucks, you can now spend $1.60 a serving for a product that's much healthier than anything you could imagine. Well, the next products are near and dear to my heart, Xansense and Support. We make these out of superfood extracts. And what does that mean? Well, they're nutritionally dense, but these products provide your body with the nutrients it needs to heal itself. And once again, they're in single serving powdered form. It's about $1.65 a day, less money than a slice of pizza, and a lot healthier. So what kind of superfoods are we using? I'm just going to give you a few. You know, I could talk to you for an hour tonight about mangosteen alone. One of the things I love about it, it's a powerful anti-inflammatory. It's loaded with xanthones, which have been shown to benefit cardiovascular health. It boosts your immune system, and it's antiviral. Another ingredient we're using, another superfood, is acai. Well, it's been used for over 1,000 years. It's loaded with antioxidants, phytonutrients. It contains omegas 3, 6, 7, and 9, boosts your immune system, and it's antiviral. And perhaps my personal favorite is fucoidan. Today, there are over 1,000 independent clinical studies touting the efficacy of fucoidan. And don't take my word for it. Go to a government website put out by the National Institute of Health. It's called pubmed.gov. And when you see and hear and read about how people are using this product in particular in Asia, you'll want everyone you love on these products for the rest of their lives. Now, I'm curious, have you ever heard of CBD and the wonders that it does for pain and for brain health, heart health, and lowering blood pressure? Well, we don't actually have straight CBD. We've got something better. We're using whole plant hemp extracts. Well, what does that mean? Well, CBD is one of over 100 cannabinoids that are found in a hemp plant. They've all got nutritional value, and we're using them all. And we've developed 2 products in particular that does all the things CBD does plus. The first one I want to talk to you about is a product called Gut Sense. According to Harvard Medical School, everyone in the world has some form of leaky gut syndrome because we don't digest our food well. And one of the symptoms, bloating, it could be constipation, aches and pains, sleeplessness. For me, after every meal, my stomach would blow up like a balloon, and I needed to find a men's room with a quickness. And if I ate spicy food, I needed it even quicker. So I tried Gut Sense. It's a powder. You put it directly in your mouth. It's delicious. It tastes like a pixie stick. From the very first time I used it, I no longer had gut swelling. And this is a product that I would use the rest of my life. Well, the second one in this line is called Sleep Sense. And the National Institute of Health says that 1 out of 3 people in the world complains of sleep disruptions. For me, I couldn't turn my brain off at night. I would toss and turn all night. So I tried Sleep Sense. Once again, it's a powder. You put it in your mouth. It's delicious. It's like a pixie stick. I took it that first night. Right before I went to bed, within 10 minutes, I was sound asleep and I slept like a baby. And guys, it's been like this for me since I've been on these products. Next, I want to talk to you about brain sense. Today, there are many published clinical studies talking about the wonders of brain sense and how it will help kids with ADHD or people with depression, anxiety, addictions. And last but not least, I want to talk to you about Motivate. It's a healthy energy drink. You ever get tired at 2 or 3 in the afternoon? Well, what we've got is a product called Motivate. It's based on nootropic technology that sends signals to your brain. It gives you energy. It puts you in a good mood. There's no sugar, no crash, no jitters. And this comes to about $1.67 a serving. I'm convinced we've got the right company. We've got the right products. How big are the markets for these products? Well, according to Forbes magazine, the health and wellness industry today is a multi-billion-dollar a year industry projected to grow to 5 trillion within 3 years. Can you imagine if a company captured 1% of that market? See, we've got the right company, the right products, a huge and growing marketplace for those products. What about timing? Let's start with the timing in the economy. Please don't sit there and tell me you've got job security, because every time someone says that to me, it seems like 6 weeks later, they're out looking for work. Right now, we've got approximately 11 million people out of work on unemployment. This does not include the millions and millions of individuals that are now working part-time that used to work full-time. They need something, we've got it. What about the timing in our company? I think it was Ray Kroc that said it first. He said, if you want to make a fortune, find an idea before the whole world knows about it, and then proceed to inform the whole world. As you are viewing this information right now, less than 0.1% of the people in the United States have ever heard of us. If you've ever wanted to be first, now is the time. Right company, right product, huge and growing marketplace for that product, a timing story that no one can argue with. What's next? How do we make money? Now, there's a few different ways of making money. And the first one is customers. When you hand somebody a sample of one of our products, and again, they're all in single serving, so it's easy to do that, and they fall in love with the product, all they do is they go to your replicated website, they buy a product, and every product they purchase, you make $10. Well, the average person in our company is ordering 3.5 products a month. If we round it down to 3, that would be $30 per customer. So if you need to make a few $100s a month for a car payment or whatever, go out and share this and get yourself 10 customers. Now, the next way you make money is called fast cash. When you bring somebody into this business, when they see the big picture and they want to make money, they get involved. And to get involved, they're going to purchase a small product package. Well, why would they do that? Well, they want product to consume. And then for the business builders, well, they want some product not just to consume, but to hand out as samples. And whether you come in at $199 or $499, when you come in at $199, you get a $270 worth of product. At $499, it's closer to $700 worth of product, but 45 to 50% of that number gets paid out to the field. Now, the third way of making money is the residual, and this is where it starts getting good, because as you start sharing this with people, you come in and you bring people in. Now, the nice thing about this compensation plan is you can max everything out by building one leg. I mean, you could build 10 legs. I'm used to building 2 legs, so I'm going to illustrate this with 2 legs. So you come in and you bring a couple of people into the business. Then they bring some people in, and then you bring a couple of more. I mean, you can go left to right and build as many legs as you want, but in this illustration, I'm just building down, and then they bring in people who bring in people who bring in people. Now, every month, all of these individuals buy product from the company. Why? Well, they buy some to consume, and they buy some to give away as samples. At the end of every month, the company calculates the volume of sales in your total organization. So in this instance, you've done 100,000 worth of business. You got 20,000 in one leg and 80,000 in another. Now, in most companies like this, when you build a 2-legged compensation plan, you only make a small percentage, 10% of the weaker of the two legs. So in this case, if you had 20,000 in one leg and 80 in the other, you would make 10% of 20,000 or 2,000. The beauty of our compensation plan is you can receive from 5 to 30% commission on both legs. So you can build it like a binary, get paid as a unilevel. And in this situation, if all you did was make the 5% of this organization, you'd be making 5% of 100,000 or 5,000 versus 2,000 in a traditional binary. Imagine if you average 10% and now you're making $10,000 a month in residual income. Well, as exciting as this is, it's the fourth way of making money that I believe will create some of the biggest checks that have ever happened in this industry. It's called the global bonus pool. Every month, the company takes a portion of the gross sales, it's put in a bonus pool, and it's split by all of the leaders in this company. And it's paid out every 3 months. As a matter of fact, if you hit the level of diamond, or should I say when you hit the level of diamond, you literally can earn 5% of the total company sales. I want you to think about this. Let's say this company was doing about 2 million a month in sales. Do you realize if you made 5% of that every month, that's 100,000 a month, and every quarter you'd be paid $300,000? What's going to happen when this company hits $5 million a month, 10 million, 20, and 40 million? And we will, that's my prediction, because we're already international and doing business in the United States, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, and we just now opened Japan. We are a worldwide company. So let's put it all back together. We've got the right company. We've got the right products, a huge and growing marketplace for those products, a timing story that no one can argue with, best compensation plan I've ever seen. So what could possibly be left? Training and support. See, when you come into this business, we're not going to throw you up against the wall and hope that you stick. We're going to teach you our proven methodology for success. In my last 18 years in this industry, I've helped thousands and thousands and thousands of people with no experience, maybe just like you, earn a residual income stream that continues to grow. As far as support goes, well, yeah, you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. You see, we've got an app that does most of the work for you. As a matter of fact, you've got a team of individuals that will help you. We do live regular training calls, and we do internet-based presentations like this quite often. You know, Victor Hugo said there's nothing more powerful than an idea whose time has come. I'm here to tell you, common sense's time has come. And all you have to do is ask yourselves one question. If everything you heard here on this webinar were true, and it's all verifiable, is there anything that would prevent you from getting started right now? See, I've done a lot of reading in my time, and the thing I love reading about the most is great leaders. You know that great leaders all have one thing in common. They are decisive, and they base their decisions on facts. On this webinar, I've done my very best to give you the facts, and now it's time for you to make a decision. Maybe these are just products you want to use by becoming a customer, or maybe it's a business you want to let us help you build by becoming an independent business owner. But if I were you, I wouldn't allow the person who told me about this out of my sight before I could get every question answered, because I'm convinced there's nothing any of us can do over the next 2 years that has the ability to pay us for life, like active, aggressive participation in this company. For those of you who are already involved, you've made the right choice. For those of you who are not, I urge you, get involved today. My name is Eddie Freeman, and I hope I get a chance to speak with you personally in the near future.